Coliseum Stadium, respected and feared by all opponents. This might be, per capita, the loudest place in college football. Very tough environment for any visitor. Today, it's a top 25 matchup. Two teams off to good starts, hoping to build on that and test themselves against another ranked team. As we'll see the number 25 team in the country, the Auburn Tigers, taking on the second-ranked team, the Oregon Ducks. 3A Sports College Football, I'm Chris Fowler, here in the booth with Kirk Herbstreit. I think we've talked long enough, Kirk. Let's get this game going. Here's the kickoff team. Let's see if they give the returner an opportunity to bring this back. Returner decides to field it. Not much on the return. They'll stop him at the 24. Good coverage. First down play call. How aggressive will it be? From the shotgun, it's a handoff. Tackle made at the 37. That's a solid gain.
Nice job here by this back picking up a first down, living up to the legacy that they have in Eugene. There have been so many good backs. I mean, the list goes on, but right off the top of my head, you're going to start with Kenyon Barner and Michael James and throw in DeAnthony Thomas. What a golden era it was for the Oregon Ducks when it came to running backs. And they're still trying to live up to that to this day.
Offense will keep it on the ground here. The gain is 3 yards. So with the carry.
You know, in the RPO game, the quarterback's got to make really sound decisions on that read. Either give it when it's the right time or you pull it out and make the throw. Here, I think he's kind of in that gray area, decides to hand it off and at least picked up some positive yards.
Offense getting set. Second down play here. Out of the shotgun, he hands it off. That's a nice wrap up there by the junior.
That's just not a whole lot of options here for this quarterback on the RPO. The defense, give them credit. They did a nice job of sniffing it out. I wouldn't be surprised if the quarterback is second-guessing that decision of giving it to the back instead of pulling that and either running it himself or maybe making a nice throw.
Pre-snap motion from the receiver. Third down play here out of the shotgun. And he's hit right as he throws it. Incomplete.
Gosh, I just love to watch this defense fly around. Great job here on third down. Look at it. You're on the road. Things are going against you early in the game. When you block all of that out, and you're running around with confidence making plays.
And at fourth down, they'll punt it away here. No chance for a return. That football bounces away from the returner and heads out of bounds. To make a difference today. He'll hand it off. Goes backwards, losing 3 yards there.
Chris, I think we all kind of get caught up in third down. What's an offense doing on third down? But I think what's also important is how well do you defend first down. If you can hold your opponents to a short gain or a tackle for a loss, you throw the offense out of whack, and their game plan gets much more challenging to try to come up with that first down.
That one falls incomplete. Looking for a flag. Doesn't get it. Brings up third down.
You get a tight end like this, and you know he's used to dishing out the punishment. But here, he's the one that has to absorb the contact. And as a result, he's unable to hold on to the football.
And wow, listen to this crowd noise. This stadium is vibrating. That's why this is such a tough place for visitors to play. Grab down the middle. It's Simmons. He's up, but he gets out across the 25-yard line.
How about the arm strength from this quarterback? He really didn't have any other option than to put it right in there and give it everything that he had. Great timing and a good job of squeezing that in between the defenders.
From the shotgun, here's an inside give. The gain is 2 yards, so it's 2nd and 8.
See, that's how you limit what an offense wants to do. This time, the defense just won the battle up front at the line of scrimmage, not giving up any big plays. Everybody's gap sound. It's really solid defense on that play.
2nd down after that run on the previous play. Quarterback drops back from the shotgun. That's reeled in. It's Thompson. They bring him down after a short gain there.
Love to see the short passing game as a great go-to for any offensive coordinator in the first quarter because it's reliable and allows you to see how the defense is reacting. That can open up for other things later on.
And it's a bunch formation. Looking to pick up the first down through the air. That one is incomplete. The defender was right there, and it brings up 4th down now.
Man, on your own side of the field, you're playing a risky game here. 3rd and short. Your goal should just be keep this drive alive the best way you can sometimes is just hand the ball off to your running back and have him get behind that offensive line and go to work. Curious to see what they do now here on this 4th and short.
And the coverage team makes the touch, so no return on the play.
Well, I thought the return team did a really good job of giving him some room to work with, but I feel like the returner was so focused on making a big play downfield that he forgot to take care of the football, and it cost him.
And that powerful Oregon offense retakes the field. Handoff here from the shotgun. Try to run it up the middle, but get nothing.
Well, the defensive line does their job eating up those double teams, freeing up the backers to make the play.
Offense getting set. It's 2nd down. Quarterback making adjustments now to what the defense is showing. They look to throw it here on 2nd down. Looks over the middle, and that's complete. He stopped him, but he gets out across the 25-yard line.
Hey, a 1st down here by this Oregon offense. Nice to see the quarterback and receiver in sync and very efficient. Something that Oregon really prides itself on. As much as you want to think about that quarterback with the ability to run, remember, they can hurt you with their arm as well.
On 1st and 10, they'll look to throw it. Pulls it in. It's Moss. You bring him down, but he makes the 40-yard line. That's a solid gain.
You know, we talked this week with the offensive coordinator about what makes this receiver so special. He kept referring to his route running. Here's an example of that. Great route, enough separation to give the quarterback a nice lane to throw the football.
And the Ducks will have 1st and 10 here. Drops back from the shotgun, looking for an open man. Receiver makes the grab.
Quarterback looks downfield to make this throw. He wants to be able to get the ball to be able to pick up enough yards for a 1st down, but instead he gets the ball at least underneath to the drag route and gets some positive yards.
High completion sets up a 2nd down play. They'll hand it off.
Look, I realize on any play call, when it's properly executed, it can go to the house for a touchdown. But the runs that really make a game plan work are the ones where you get just what you need. And he barely got the 1st down, but he got it.
On 1st down, it's play action. It's a quick grab. He's taken down, but that's a nice gain. They'll spot the ball now at the 35.
I really like the throw here, Chris, but the fake off the play action was just as effective. You saw the 2nd-level defenders freeze for a split second, and that helps open those passing windows.
1st down. Looking to throw the football. It's incomplete. He was hit as he threw. Good pass rush there on 1st down.
And you got to love this if you're defensive coordinator. It's all about affecting the quarterback and getting pressure on him. This time they got to him and forced that incompletion.
Quarterback looking to pass here on 2nd down. He finds his man. And a big gain before he goes out of bounds. The offense keeps churning, gets a fresh set of downs.
Quarterback sees that this defense is dropping way back in zone coverage, so he does the right thing. Gets it underneath to that drag route and picks up a 1st down.
The drive stays alive with that completion for a 1st down. Off an RPO, the quarterback looks to his right. They bring down the receiver, but that's a nice gain on that play. So here comes 2nd down now. Every play important down here in the red zone. And they'll run it out of the shotgun. And the Ducks pick up enough yardage to move the sticks. Offense right to the line, cranking up the tempo. Quarterback pre-snap adjustments now for this defense. Here comes a 1st down pass attempt. Looking for 6. Intercepted in the end zone.
When you get this close to the end zone, you've got to be able to come away with points. At the very least, a field goal. They got to be scratching their heads and hoping that in the 2nd half, this play right here doesn't come back to bite them.
Here's the first play of the drive now from the 20-yard line. Handoff heading left. Defense makes the tackle with the clock running. That'll probably be the final play of this 1st quarter. Here we go. First play of the quarter. Offense setting up for a second down play. And from the shotgun, an inside handoff. They'll tackle him at the 27.
Well, I feel like they called that knowing chances are they're not going to hit a home run. But look at this. Put themselves in a perfect third down situation. It's much more manageable. And we'll see if they can convert.
Offense looking to convert on 3rd and short from the 27. Looking to pick up the first down through the air. And a sophomore making an impact play.
A really good job by this defense. The quarterback looked to be trying to work through his progressions to find his open receiver, but before he knew it, he's on his back.
Third down sack will make the defensive coordinator very happy. He's got some daylight turning on the speed. They finally get him down, but that's a solid return. Good work by the return man. The Oregon offense comes back out on the field. They had it going on the last drive, but it ended abruptly with the interception. Let's see what they can do here. First play of the drive, looking to throw the football. Caught quickly. That's a big gain before he goes out of bounds. It'll move the sticks more than enough for a first down.
You see more and more offenses in college football going with 3 receivers, and the slot receiver a lot of times can become the go-to guy. He gets mismatches against either safeties, a nickelback, or a linebacker walked out, and you can take advantage of it.
Quick throw caught on the left side. Heads out of bounds after a solid gain, more than enough to pick up a first down.
I love how this quarterback is finding this slot receiver. Not only is he tough to handle, but it's what he's doing after the catch. He has such wiggle and quickness. He's tough to bring down, and you see more positive yards after the catch here.
And heads out of bounds after a decent gain.
Now the running back that time just kind of sneaks out of the backfield and shows his hands on that nice catch.
Here comes a crucial second down play. Every yard tough to find down here in the red zone. Tackled behind the line. It's a loss of 2.
Well, if somebody talks about a play being blown up, this is a great example of that. That's Exhibit A for how to be physical on defense.
An important third down conversion coming here in the red zone. They'll change the pre-snap look now. Drops back, looking to throw for it on third down. Looks to the left, pass caught. And the defense wraps him up quickly. Got about 5 yards on the completion, but now it's fourth down.
Really tight coverage here by this defense. Now, they give up the pass underneath, but do a nice job of rallying to the football to keep him short of that first down marker. And now we've got a decision here on fourth down.
And he's throwing for it on fourth down. Flips it to the running back. Can he make the first down? And he's not going to get there. The defense rises up and makes a huge fourth down stop. And this crowd coming to life here trying to help the defense get a stop with the offense pinned back. Out of the shotgun, he'll hand it off.
Chris, you know, the spread era over the years has always grown offensively, but what I've been always impressed with defenses that really build their defense to play in space still have an ability to be sound at the line of scrimmage and defend a running game. It's exactly what we saw right there.
What's the play call here on second down for this offense? Quarterback drops back, trying to extend the play. On the run, he'll let it go. And the pass is intercepted. A takeaway for the defense. It's a short return to make the tackle at 25, but what a play for this defense.
Love this quarterback's athletic ability and the way he can create and improvise. Unfortunately here, he just didn't locate the defender and he throws the interception.
Good enough for first down yardage. The Ducks come to the line looking to crank up the tempo. quarterback making some changes at the line. On 1st and 10, looking to throw. Looking right, this one caught. Brought down at the 7, but the completion moves him closer to the goal line. So down here in the red zone, every yard tough to find. Here is a crucial play coming up. The shotgun handoff here. And the senior able to make the stop after a short gain. This is crucial. Defense needing a stop on 3rd down, trying to force a field goal. In the 3rd and short, they'll try to throw for it. They've got him. Defense comes up with a sack.
I like how this defense is bringing pressure from all over the field, and that's the key in putting together a good defensive strategy. On this play, it came from the outside linebacker, and he gets to the quarterback.
Coach elects to try for 3 points and sends out the field goal unit. The attempt is no good. He missed it. And with that miss, the score remains the same.
Boy, this guy's usually more reliable than this. I thought that was going to be an easy field goal and 3 points, but instead